your evacuation area, get out. Don't take a chance. Time is running out. This is clearly going to either have a direct hit or come right along our coast, and we're going to have hurricane force winds. There are no excuses. You need to leave. Evacuate, evacuate, evacuate. Are you willing to take a chance to risk your life? Are you willing to take a gamble? That's what you're doing. If you're reluctant to evacuate, just think of all the people this storm has already killed. You and your family could be among these numbers if you don't take this seriously. I can tell the story about the lady down in Panacea during Hurricane Irmine. She, I met her the day or two afterwards. She didn't evacuate. She was in an evacuation zone. She stayed because of her pets. I think she had 4 pets. The storm the water got to 1.5 feet. She finally decided to leave. I think eventually got to 3.5 or 4 feet in her house. I mean, when we talk about storm surge, it is going to come up above where you're standing. That's how much. When she finally decided to leave, if there hadn't been a high water vehicle close, she was just lucky. She would have perished. The water comes in very rapidly and goes out very rapidly. Matthew is strengthening near the northwestern Bahamas. It is forecast to be a Category 4 as it approaches Florida. It is located about 250 miles southeast of West Palm Beach with winds of 125 miles per hour. 125 miles per hour. On the forecast track, the eye of Matthew should move very close to the east coast of Florida Peninsula tonight through Friday night. There are hurricane warnings and watches along the entire east coast of our state. Tropical storm watches are in effect for Florida's Gulf Coast. This is serious. Only a small deviation in the forecast track to the left or to the west could bring the core of a major hurricane onshore within the hurricane warning area, while a small deviation to the right or east could keep all the hurricane force winds offshore. Don't take a chance. A small movement could mean a lot. That's why we have to prepare for a direct hit. So again, if you need to evacuate and you haven't, evacuate. This storm will kill you. Time is running out. We don't have that much time left. The impacts of Hurricane Matthew could include heavy rain. Matthew is expected to produce total rainfall amounts of 4 to 8 inches and even up to 12 inches along Florida's east coast. In the Keys, 1 to 3 inches is expected. Strong rip currents, beach erosion, tornadoes, hurricane force winds, storm surge. Forecasts project 5 to 9 feet. Now this is 5 to 9 feet above where you're standing. Stop and think about that. 5 to 9 feet. That doesn't include the waves on top of that. This is 5 to 9 feet of water. It will be over your head. From Sebastian Inlet to the Florida-Georgia line, 3 to 5 feet from Deerfield Beach to Sebastian Inlet, 1 to 3 feet from Upper Keys to Deerfield Beach. This surge by itself can be deadly, but on top of that, we're going to have waves on top of that. These are heights above ground. Waves will be crashing on your roof if you're right close to where the storm surge is happening and you're close to where the waves are. Do not surf. Do not go on the beach. This will kill you. These are all projections. It could be much worse. Time is running out. We are preparing for the worst, we're hoping for the best, and no one should take any chances. Based on the continuing strong track to Florida, I'm announcing that I'm activating an additional 1,000 members of the National Guard. That means we've now activated 2,500 members of the National Guard. We wouldn't be doing that if we didn't think this was serious. We have over 4,000 National Guard members ready to be deployed if needed. I've already directed the National Guard to help with evacuations and with sheltering. Last night, I suspended all tolls in the affected areas of the state. This includes the entire Florida Turnpike, Alligator Alley, Central Florida Expressway Authority, and the Miami-Dade Expressway Authority. Again, there is no reason not to leave. And think about it. The traffic is going to pick up. It already picked up some yesterday. I was looking at the traffic counts this morning. From yesterday, it picked up. It's going to pick up again today. If you wait, all you're going to do is get stuck in traffic. There's a greater chance you'll have problems with fuel. Around 1.5 million people are under evacuation orders. 1.5 million Floridians. Right now, we're really concerned about Palm Beach. This is the first big area that will be hit, and conditions will arrive within hours. We don't have much time left. If you aren't going to evacuate, these numbers should scare you. If you're on the East Coast from Palm Beach northward, you will likely see winds between 100 and 150 miles per hour. Think about that. 100 to 150 miles per hour. These catastrophic levels can completely wipe out well-built homes and destroy neighborhoods. If you're on the East Coast, you will lose power. You are going to lose power. Do not believe you're not going to lose power. You are going to lose power. Millions will lose power, possibly for a long period of time. Utility companies are going to do all they can to turn it on, but you are going to lose your power if you're on the East Coast. Go inland to a friend's house, go to a shelter, and find an accommodation. Partners like Airbnb are making rooms available for free. Visit Florida and Expedia also have listings of open hotels. If you live on the West Coast, call your friends in the impacted area and offer them a place to stay. Again, no excuses, get out. As of last night, there were 58 shelters open across the state. Today, 84 more shelters will open. We have doubled the number of available shelters. I know no one wants to sit in a shelter, but you need to go there now and get through the storm. Save your life. It might not be the best accommodations, but you don't want to go through 100 to 150 mile-an-hour winds, storm surge, rip currents, and all these things. This is about saving your life. Individual gas stations are seeing temporary outages. They are being quickly refueled, and fuel is readily available at this point in the state. The current fuel supply in the state will last for 6 days, even if all ports close. Remember to take the fuel you need, but don't take more. Many people in your community need fuel to get to safety. We'll start seeing lines at our gas stations. We've already seen some. Hospitals, they're being evacuated along the coast. I had to do this back in Andrew. I had to evacuate 2 hospitals. Then put things in perspective, I evacuated 2 hospitals, and then the Hurricane Andrew moved south and tore up a hospital that I had moved patients to. So we don't know exactly where the storm's going. Don't trust this track. Don't take a chance. There are no reported issues at this point of the hospitals being evacuated. Last night, I requested President Obama to declare an emergency declaration in 26 counties. I've also requested direct federal assistance to meet pre-landfall critical emergency needs of our communities. This includes resources from the federal government, including food, water, and TARP. We'll need more. There'll be more things we need. I hope the president proves it this morning before this storm begins. I hope the president does it this morning before the storm begins. Text FL Prepares, one word, text FL Prepares, FLPREPARES to 888-777 for updates from the State Emergency Response Team. FL Prepares to 888-777 for updates from the State Emergency Response Team. And remember, FL Prepares is one word. This information could save your life. If you think of someone that's making a bad decision, call them. Don't let them make a bad decision. Don't let people try to survive where there's an evacuation area. Everybody needs to take care of everybody else in our state. And do it now. Don't wait. Don't wait until we're going to see traffic lines with this evacuation. We're going to have fuel issues as the day goes on. We're going to do everything we can. We have enough fuel, but there's going to be fuel issues at times. Do it now. Don't wait. This could save your life, and it could save your friend's life and your family member's life. To the press, you've done a great job alerting people and keeping people informed. I want to thank you for doing that. Anything more you can do to get people to know the severity of this, please do so. Unfortunately, this is going to kill people. I will get my next briefing from the National Hurricane Center at 11:15. And we'll be heading to Stewart now to meet with emergency management officials there. I met around the state yesterday with emergency management officials. My goal is to make sure everyone's prepared. We know what we have to do: the water, the food, the battery-powered radio. Get your medicine. Evacuate, evacuate, evacuate. Be prepared. Don't take a chance. But I'll be in Stewart, and then I'll decide as I go through the day where else I'll be. I'll be here tonight to go through the storm here at the State Emergency Management Center, Operations Center, so I can answer any questions anybody has.
Question for Secretary Boxall. Talk to us about one-way conference on evacuation routes, whether that's happened yet, where they're likely to be, if it's likely to happen, if it hasn't happened.
So at this point, given the forecast of the storm, contemplates on a scenario for evacuations. The department's working very closely with the Department of Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles and Florida Highway Patrol to keep traffic moving, and we're confident right now that where we are that we'll be able to manage the situation.
Without doing so.
No, this is not an appropriate scenario for contraflow.
And by the way, they're monitoring. Jimmy might explain what you're doing, but they're monitoring all the evacuation routes. They've got cameras up. We have plenty of people telling us what's going on, but they're monitoring all this. And at this point, we don't have any issues.
No, the governor is correct. At this point, we use traffic sensors to monitor the number of vehicles that are going through and traffic cameras. And again, we're working with FHP. We have additional Road Ranger Service Patrol, as well as wreckers to clear incidents. Our focus is on keeping traffic moving. And the vehicle count information that we have also has an average speed. So we're comparing that to an average day to make sure that we're clearing any bottlenecks and keeping the system in free flow.
Do you have a sense of how many people are actually following the governor's advice and evacuating?
We are seeing where the governor and local emergency management officials have encouraged and ordered evacuations. We are seeing traffic flow that is consistent with that.
And is that quantifiable? Or?
I'm sure we can get you something.
I mean, they can tell you traffic counts, so they have counters, and they can see if you look at their. I was over there this morning, and if you look at, you can see the hours where there's a significant spike. And then Highway Safety has individuals ready to go around the state to help move traffic, and then that's part of what the National Guard's also going to be doing. So we're watching every road, every evacuation area, and making sure we've gotten rid of the tolls. There is no reason not to get out.
Governor, how much confidence do you have in the Herbert who died around Lake Okeechobee?
I just talked to Colonel Kirk just a few minutes ago. They're at 15. They're a little above where they were yesterday. I think they're 15.9. They believe, based on the rainfall expectations now, okay, that they're going to be fine. The concern they have is if you look at now, there's a loop, and the loop comes to the southern part of the state. So that their real concern now is the second pass. General Turner, who runs the southeast for the Corps, is coming down here. He'll arrive here at 3:30 this afternoon. I spoke to him yesterday. But at this point, they're comfortable that with the expectation of rain that we have now, that the dike will be fine. The new wrinkle, of course, is the path, the projected path coming back around. So they're working with Colonel Kirk said he's already talked to Pete Antonacci with the South Water Management District, and they're going to do everything they can.
And a stern warning from Governor Rick Scott this morning with the latest briefing there on Hurricane Matthew, of course, telling us that the eastern communities of the state of Florida will be affected by a storm surge, by many, many power losses, and asking us here on the west coast of Florida to invite our friends and family from the east coast to come here, because he doesn't expect for it to be as bad here, though that could change.
And the governor started these warnings very early on in the week, declaring all of Florida a state of emergency, really driving home the message that this is a dangerous storm that could kill you.